Guten Morgen. Gruß aus Hannover. I'm at the Waterloo Denkmal. That's not the point of my story today, or what I want to tell you. That's not today's topic. Today is a beautiful day. Like, the sun's out, clear sky. I think we're gonna have 20 degrees today. And it's Sunday, so I'm sure everybody's gonna be out. This is the nicest day that we've had in a couple weeks, I think. No, about a week ago it was nice. Anyway, it feels like a long time. The typical Hannoveraner will probably complain that it's too long. Anyway, real quick, kurz mal, the Waterloo Denkmal. This is here because a group, I don't know, like it was a collective group, but some guys from Hannover fought and defeated Napoleon at Waterloo. They were part of the group. And something interesting, now hold on. This is just random. I've got a more important topic or subject matter, more interesting. I'm gonna go sit on the bench over there and get comfortable to talk about it. But real quick, I want to point out that the little bit of European history that we're taught in America, at least me, when I was a kid in the 80s, Napoleon was always looked at as like a great leader, like a great commander, war hero, whatever, general. But he's kind of idolized. And I just realized while thinking about Waterloo is that if he would not have been defeated, to my knowledge now that I've learned more, if he would not have been defeated at Waterloo, and if he would not have been defeated in the battle over by Leipzig, then Europe as we know it would be totally different, right? So, is it a good thing or a bad thing? Like, who amongst you know more about that history than me? I'm curious. Or I can look it up. Like, information is so easy to obtain now. So, okay, quick pause, then I'll go sit on the bank and talk to you some more. Oh, did I just say bank? What did I say? Did I say bank instead of bench? Is German wearing off on me? Alrighty. So, I looked back, I did say bank instead of bench. That's good, that's fine. Like, I think already in this video I've used more German than typical, but anyway. So, my topic of this video, as you already know, I probably said something about it in the title, is that I recently renewed my passport. I've got blank pages. No, simply showing you this much is not giving away any personal information. So, proof. Look at this. So many of you doubters have been like, oh no, he sounds German, he's faking being American. There's the proof, motherfuckers. Anyway, yeah, so recently I had to renew this, and doing that, it had to be done in Frankfurt. So I had to send my old one to Frankfurt. It was relatively easy. The difficult part was that the fee had to be paid by a bank check. Germans don't do this. So, like, WTF, the United States consulate, like, get with the times, man. It's 2021. And you're only accepting payment by bank check. Like, no bank transfer, no. Like, cash was an option, but you had to go there in person. And I almost did it, just because getting the bank check was so difficult. I almost hopped a train to Frankfurt. Anyway, and then Okay, so like the process was not like, it was a lot of stress and a lot of headaches. I used the wrong, like, once you finally find a bank check, you have to send like a return envelope. So you have to like pay for your own postage coming back too. Apparently, I sent like the return envelope had the wrong postage, so they returned everything back to me. They returned everything back to me in the envelope that had the wrong postage. So again, the U.S. consulate is working quite ass backwards. I don't know why they couldn't have just processed the new one and sent it anyway. So it ended up I had to pay double, or I had to pay twice. It wasn't really double because I had it wrong the first time. It wasn't the proper DHL, whatever, express. So, it was. It was DHL, but it had to be the one that I had to buy the one online and print it out, and it was stupid. Egal. Anyway, I want to talk, now that we're like, I don't know, 6 or 7 minutes into this video. Now I'm going to talk about something about this passport. If you're German, you don't know this. The pages are filled with quotes. See, here's an example of a blank page. And at the top is a quote. So this is the first page. Well, no, there's a quote. Wait a minute. There's a quote on almost every page. The principle of free governments adheres to the American soil. It is bedded in it, immovable as its mountains. Daniel Webster. Okay, so there's 24. I'm going to try to do this quick, but I want to read you these quotes because it's something to think about. Yeah. I'll try to make this quick. Let us raise a standard to which the wise and honest can repair. George Washington. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's an excerpt from the Declaration of Independence. We have a great dream. It started way back in 1776, and God grant that America will be true to her dream. That's Martin Luther King Jr. This is a new nation based on a mighty continent of boundless possibilities. Theodore Roosevelt. What America hopes to bring to pass in the world must first come to pass in the heart of America. Dwight D. Eisenhower. Maybe watch that one again. Put some thought into that one. For this is what America is all about. It is the uncrossed desert and the unclimbable ridge. It is the star that is not reached and the harvest sleeping in the unplowed ground. Is our world gone? We say farewell. Is a new world coming? We welcome it and we will bend it to the hopes of man. Lyndon B. Johnson. May God continue the unity of our country as the railroad unites the two great oceans of the world. This is inscribed on the Golden Spike, Promontory Point, 1869. We send thanks to all the animal life in the world. They have many things to teach us as people. We are glad they are still here, and we hope it will always be so. An excerpt from the Thanksgiving address by the Mohawk version. The cause of freedom is not the cause of a race or a sect, a party or a class. It is the cause of humankind, the very birthright of humanity. Anna Julia Cooper. Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, in order to assure the survival and the success of liberty. John F. Kennedy. Liberty is never out of bounds or off limits. It spreads wherever it can capture the imagination of men. E.B. White. What a glorious morning for our country. Samuel Adams. We are covered by the American banner. Let us cling to it, and if required, sacrifice our lives defending it. Jose Antonio Navarro. That this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom. Abraham Lincoln. Go west, young man, and grow up with the country. Horace Greeley. Democracy is based upon the conviction that there are extraordinary possibilities in ordinary people. Harry Emerson Fosdick. A lot of these you should read again or listen to again. People need to think about these. I want to repeat this one. Democracy is based upon the conviction that there are extraordinary possibilities in ordinary people. Many Americans need to listen to that one. Think about it. A big iron needle stitching the country together. Jessamine West. It seems to be a law of nature, inflexible and inexorable, that those who will not risk cannot win. That's probably my favorite quote in here. John Paul Jones. It is immigrants who brought to this land the skills of their hands and brains to make of it a beacon of opportunity and hope for all men. Herbert H. Lehman. Immigrants. This nation has a banner. It is the banner of dawn. It means liberty. Every color means liberty. Every thread means liberty. Henry Warren Beecher. We live in a world that is lit by lightning. So much is changing and will change, but so much endures and transcends time. Ronald Reagan. The God who gave us life gave us liberty at the same time. Thomas Jefferson. A lot of credit given to God in these. And the final one, every generation has the obligation to free men's minds for a look at new worlds, to look out from a higher plateau than the last generation. Ellison S. Onizuka. That's probably my second favorite quote in there. So, I don't really have any major thoughts. I would really like to see the belief of God taken, like the credit towards God. Like, take God out of it. Like, Otherwise, a lot of those, like, I don't know. If you're still watching this and you've been thinking about each of those quotes, then I think you understand what I'm trying to say. You understand what I'm trying to point out. The world we live in today. Now, remember that my perspective, I'm American. I'm from the USA, so that is greatly the majority of my perspective. A lot of people need to think about these things and realize that they're wrong, or that there's things to be learned. Anyway, so yeah, it's just food for thought. That's all that is today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I still have that little Trinkgeld button down below. Thank you all for the support. And maybe that notification bell, because again, I'm uploading these at random times mostly. And it's next to all. Enjoy your day. And to my American viewers, if any of you, tomorrow is Memorial Day. a bit ironic that I'm also here at a memorial, a physical memorial. Tomorrow's Memorial Day. It's the same thing. Whatever. You all get me. It's a bit early. I need my second breakfast, egg coffee, my energy drink. So, choose.